You're gonna be inspired. Yeah, I love it. Well, our next guest is an influencer, author, podcaster, and one of the forces behind FeMNist Day, or FeMNist. How should
I like to say FeMNist
FeMNist Day. That's right, which is happening this weekend as part of International Women's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest, Nora McInerny, everybody. Hi, Nora.
Hello.
Okay. We don't even have long enough. Your story is so fascinating.
There's a lot.
Hashtag there's a lot, Nora. There's a lot. But not quickly, but your story is amazing. You have dealt with a lot of tragedy in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like everybody, eventually my life got hard after like a really long, easy stretch, so don't feel too bad for me. But I went through the things that everybody experiences, which is immense loss, and I lost my husband, Aaron, and my dad, and a pregnancy, and from that, realized that what gets us through these experiences is other people, and so through the organization that I started, Still Kickin, and through my podcast and my books, I really focus on what we can do to, in even small ways, to help each other through this thing called life, which is really hard.
How long did you give yourself to kind of swim in the grief, so to speak? You know, you always hear people go, I'm going to give myself 6 months to feel really sorry for myself. Yeah. How long were you in that?
It was like 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, which is, I don't recommend, honestly. I think I tried to delay, the grief and just the actual sorrow as long as I could and hide it up with some productivity, cover it up, just speed through it. And it doesn't work that way. So it caught up with me eventually, but I immediately focused on what I could do to keep myself busy, which again, do not recommend. And then a year later, I just let it all come out.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that manifest?
Poorly. Badly.
Yeah.
Badly. It was right about the same time that I met the man who's my currently alive. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him in like 20 minutes. Anything can happen. But
yes.
Currently, my husband is alive. My second husband, and I met him, and then I fell apart. Then I really let myself feel everything that I had lost because I was so busy, like most people, surviving. I've learned that like grief is a privilege. Most of us, if you have a full-time job, you should check your benefits because you probably get like 3 days.
Yeah.
The
reason this resonates with me and the audience knows my mother is going through tremendous loss. She just lost. And like you, I'm really connecting with you because I've had a really good, knock on fake glass. Yeah. I've had a really good streak and a blessed life, continue to have it. But my mom is going through grief, having lost her husband and working through it. And sometimes, there's avoidance of grief.
Oh, totally.
Where did the idea for Still Kickin' come in? What point did you go, you know what? I'm gonna channel this way.
So the idea came from my husband, Aaron. It was his idea. It was a phrase that he found on an old crusty vintage t-shirt that he had gotten at Savers or something. Really worn out t-shirt. He wore it ironically, and then it wasn't so ironic.
Yeah.
He was actually wearing it the day that he had a seizure, and we discovered that he had brain cancer. And right away, he was like, I want to take this, I want to recreate it, I want to do something with it. I want to use it to help people because even though he had stage 4 brain cancer, we were lucky. He had a full-time job, he had great health insurance, and we had a whole series of family and friends and total strangers who showed up for us, and we knew that made us lucky.
Is one of your lessons to folks watching, is it to let the help in? Because I find it fascinating that you finally let go and you finally, when you had somebody to lean on, is a message to let it out? You know what I mean? Is that one of the lessons to be learned?
Like you have to allow people to help you. And also as an outsider, you have to be unafraid to embrace that awkwardness and to show up for somebody and say, I really don't know what to do, but I'm here and I will keep showing up even though you don't even know what you need from me and I don't know what to give you. So it's really like a mutual thing, and you don't realize that because grief is so lonely.
You also, I love the name of your podcast. That's what I was looking at. Terrible. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Which is the answer to, how are you?
Right.
Yeah.
And I said for a year, I was like, I'm good. I'm fine. People are like, really? I'm like, yeah, my husband's dead. I'm raising a kid alone, shipshape. Everything's fine.
That's great.
Yeah, great. Things are good. So that was an aspirational answer. That is what I should have told people and what I just didn't feel like I could.
Well, and how we began, tell me about the day.
So FeMNist Day is our local celebration of International Women's Day. It is a way to participate in the economic uplift of of women business owners and entrepreneurs, and we have such a cool culture here in Minneapolis. And you can show up in many different ways, and one is to attend this night market that we have tomorrow night, Saturday, St. Paul, the St. Paul Palace Theater from 5 to 9. It's a beautiful event. There will be so many amazing makers and creators, and you get to show up and spend your money in a way that has a huge impact, which is with small businesses. And be inspired yourself. Yeah. Being around that group, you can't help but be inspired. Yeah. Will you come back and see us, please? I would love that. Nora McInerny, everybody. For more information, head to FeMNistDay.com right there at the bottom of your screen, and we'll put this on our Facebook page as well.